Hey guys, I know it's been a while since my last upload here on YouTube, but I was pretty busy developing the new release of Grafly. Grafly is an Excel add-in that lets you turn your data into beautiful dashboards just like this one here. And if you've never heard about Grafly before, then check out the video in the description box below. In that video, I will show you how the add-in works and also some practical use cases. Alright, and in this video, I will show you the new feature of the new release. And without further ado, let us dive in. Now with version 0.4 I've added two new chart types, a gauge and a radar chart. Let's start with the gauge chart, which is great for visualizing metrics within specific ranges. Once you select the gauge chart, a settings window will appear. For now I will stick to the default settings to show you how it looks. Alright, and here it is, a simple gauge chart with 5 different zones, each within its own color. Now let me show you some customization options. First, you can give it a title and subtitle. Let's say we want to display how much of the allocated budget the marketing department has already spent. So I will add a short description that will be visible below the actual value. And in this case, the actual value will show how much money the marketing team has already spent. In the optional settings, I can also add a suffix, so in this case it will be percentage. Next, let's adjust the zones. By default, there are 5 zones, but you can easily change that using the buttons here. For our example, I will set up 3 zones. The first one should be green, so I can click on this button here and select the color. Then I will have a yellow zone and also a red zone. So if the budget spent is between 0 and 60%, it will fall into the green zone. From 60 to 80% it's in the yellow zone, and from 80 to 100% it's in the red zone. Alright, and with that setup, let's generate the chart again. And here we have it. We've got the title, subtitle, the actual number, the description, and a pointer indicating the yellow zone. Alright, and with that, let me also show you how to create a single zone chart. For that, I will adjust the subtitle and description. So if you have only one zone, this could be useful if you want to display something like a progress of a project. For my example, I will set the actual value to 85% and then reduce the zones to just 1. Then I will change the color to a light gray. Also, if I'm just using one zone, I like to use the default theme color for the pointer and display a progress bar. Lastly, I will adjust the zone value to go from 0 to 100 since we are using percentage. Now I should also mention that you can adjust the other settings in the additional tabs as well. For example, you can use bold labels or change your overall theme. With that in place, let's recreate the chart. Alright, and here it is, our gauge chart with a nice progress bar. And this time we are also using the dark theme. Okay, and with that covered, let me also show you the new radar chart type. Back in Excel, I will clear the title and subtitle and select the radar chart. Next, I will add some sample data to my workbook by clicking up here. Then, as shown in the image, I will select my ranges. First, I will choose the labels, which is in this example just some sample skills, and then I will select my data. By the way, you can also select more than 2 columns here. Okay, and as before, feel free to adjust the other settings as well. So here, for example, I will change it to a light theme and also add a toolbox to the chart. Alright, and when I generate the chart, it looks like this. And just like with all the Grafly charts, it's fully interactive. And also up here, you can see the toolbox, so you can easily download this chart as an image if you want to paste it into a PowerPoint presentation, for example. Alright, and with that, let me also show you a few more options for the radar chart. In the General tab, you can change the area opacity, the line width, the line style, and even the shape. Let's see how the chart looks like with these updates. Alright, and here's the updated chart, with a circular base, a thicker dotted line, and the adjusted area opacity. Okay, and those are the 2 new chart types I have added in the latest version. And of course, you can now also include these new chart types in your dashboards. So when I open the dashboard builder, I just need to select the settings file that were created for each chart. Once selected, I can optionally rename the tab. So this one here will be our multi-zone example, and below that we will have our single zone example. And now with one more click, we will have our dashboard ready with the different charts we created. When I navigate through the tabs, we can see our gauge and the radar charts. Alright, and this dashboard is saved as an HTML file on your computer, which you can now share with your colleagues or manager. And if you want, you can even deploy this website for free to the internet. To do that, I will simply create a new folder and copy our HTML dashboard into it. Then I just need to rename it to index.html for the deployment. And by the way, I've also created a dedicated tutorial in the Grafly documentation, which I will of course also link in the description below. But since the deployment process is so easy, let me quickly show you how it's done. To deploy it for free, I will be using Netlify. So I will log into my account, and then in the manual section down here, I will click the following link. Next, I just need to select the folder containing my index.html file. And that's it. After a few seconds, your dashboard will be live. Under the site overview, you will find the link to your dashboard. Of course, you could also set up now a custom domain or even further edit your HTML file if you want. Okay guys, and those were the highlights of the new release. There are also some other enhancements and bug fixes which are listed in the release notes. If you're interested, you can read the full changelog. The link is in the description below. Okay, so I hope you like the new release. And if you have any ideas for further improvements or new features, just let me know on my feedback board. Just submit your idea and I will try to implement the ones with the most upvotes. As always, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.